Well, we've got another great inspirational person to tell you about right now. Our first guest has helped to start and grow 6 successful companies.
Is that all?
Yeah, really. Some with annual revenues as high as $100 million.
Is that all? She's the author of the bestseller, The Path to Wealth, 7 Spiritual Steps for Financial Abundance. And May McCarthy, so nice to have you here.
Thank you very much. I'm happy to be here.
Can we have some money?
Sure, no problem.
6 companies, successful companies.
Yeah.
How did you get to that level of success?
Wow, you know, I had really good mentors. Really terrific mentors when I was growing up. And I started my first business that's not part of those 6 when I was 6 years old.
What? What were you doing at 6?
Well, there were a lot of people out in front of our house on the beach where I grew up in Hawaii, and they looked thirsty, and I wanted to solve that problem. So I started a little concession stand, and my mom taught me how to do business, and it worked great until I had to learn the lesson about shrinkage because my brothers and their friends would eat my profits.
Oh, okay. Got to get some controls in place for that. So then you, that got your mind going about the beauty of business. Did you study business?
I did. I graduated with a business degree from Seattle University, but I always had this idea that there could be a fair exchange of value in whatever I do, and if I could just team up with people or figure out some problems that needed to be solved, that could be a great business.
What was the first adult company you started where you actually started making money?
Yeah, my sister and I was a sophomore in college, and we started a fashion show retail business. So we retailed through fashion shows and had about 60 shows a week in the Seattle area, and then sold franchises to Oregon, Alaska, and New Jersey.
Good for you.
Yeah, I had about 250 employees a year and went to school full time.
As a sophomore in college?
Yeah.
Oh my
gosh.
gosh.
How did you manage that? That's a crazy schedule.
Well, you know, it's a lot of it is talked about in my book. I end up helping people achieve goals beyond their rational expectation. And I'm not the only one. I mean, Bill Gates, Oprah Winfrey, Steve Jobs, we all say that we rely on spiritual intuition to guide us and direct us towards achieving goals, but it stands to reason. You got to have some goals first.
Well, one of the things you mentioned in your book is putting yourself in your own calendar. Yeah. What do you mean by that?
Well, you want your brain to recognize that you're serious. Absolutely serious about achieving these goals, because your brain remembers every time you were disappointed not achieving a goal.
Right.
So by setting aside some time and a place in your home to actually hold a meeting with yourself will enable you to take it seriously and let your brain know that it should show you some possibilities to achieve your goals.
A lot of what you talk about also in your book is inspiration, and you talk a lot about gratitude.
Yeah.
So when do you have time to make money when you're trying to be inspired and being grateful? I mean, I'm half kidding.
I understand. I understand. So when you're setting aside time in the morning to meet with yourself, you're looking at 25, 30 minutes. So this is not a huge time commitment. I am a self-proclaimed efficiency expert. I hate to waste time. So I've made this really efficient. And what you want to do in that period of time is use gratitude as one of the components to describe your completed goals. So instead of you wanting something, you would actually describe it as though it's already completed with gratitude. So instead of saying, you know, I want to be debt-free, you would say, I'm so grateful that I am financially free with all of the money and time that I need to do whatever I want to do.
Visualization.
Visualization is one component as well. So you read something inspirational to make your success familiar to you. Read stories about people that are having the same kind of success that you are. And then write out those gratitude statements as though they're complete. And then finally, at the very this is a technique that many professional and Olympic athletes will use often, and we as business people use. We'll see ourselves in that completed goal. And what that does is it makes it more real to us. If we can do that, then our brain is going to help us notice possibilities to take steps on the way to achieving those goals.
How do you celebrate when something good happens?
Well, my sister and I actually office in the same building, So we run into each other's office and hold hands and jump up and down. But for those people that can't do that, my business partner's in New Orleans, I'm in Seattle. So what we'll do is text each other the word celebrate. And that means we get together by Skype or by phone and actually celebrate that we took a step on the path to our goals.
Okay, so these things, and please understand where I'm coming from, they're all very abstract. So how do you get the hard details, facts, to start these companies, to make them work, or to even just start one company and make it work?
Well, you do need some practical knowledge, so you do need some training. And what I tell people is, especially if they're going to be changing careers or doing something that they've never done before, like being an entrepreneur, go to places that those kinds of people are hanging out. Go to places, go to startup shows where you see people that are starting up new businesses or doing fast pitches like mini Shark Tanks, those kinds of things, and make what they're doing familiar to you. Because once you get a chance to see what their life is like, then you're going to be able to emulate that. But you also need some practical training as well.
Definitely.
So a business plan is key.
Definitely. Okay, again, the book is The Path to Wealth. May McCarthy, thanks very much.
Thank you very much.
And we'll be right back with more Daytime after this.